we're approximately 3/4 mile east of your location.
Are you Johnny?
Yeah?
We're sure glad to see you.
The Hug a Tree program is credited with saving the lives of many lost children over the years. It's easy to teach and simple to learn. Hi, my name is Greg Anderson, and it's been my pleasure to be a Hug a Tree presenter for a number of years. The times that I've given Hug a Tree have been very enjoyable, and your decision to become a presenter will be very rewarding.
Johnny, time to eat! Johnny! Where'd Johnny go?
I thought he was right here. He couldn't have gone too far.
Johnny!
Johnny!
Uh-oh. Mom? Dad? Mom? Dad?
Hug a Tree was started in 1981 as a result of one family's tragedy. Jimmy Beveridge was 9 years old when he got separated from his brothers on a camping trip. What ensued was the largest search in San Diego County at the time.
9-year-old James Beveridge became lost shortly after noon on Saturday while camping in Palomar State Park with his family. The Spring Valley boy was playing in the woods with his brothers when they became separated. The family searched for several hours, but to no avail. Late Saturday, sheriff's helicopters joined in the search, while ground teams were organized to comb the woods.
4 days into that search, Jimmy's body was found. After the search, Ab Taylor, a renowned tracker from the area, started the Hug a Tree program to prevent this tragedy from happening to any other child or any other family. And while it started in San Diego, it soon spread nationwide. The core lesson of Hug a Tree is simply that: hug a tree, or in other words, stay in one place. Children are going to be scared when they're out and lost and they don't know where they're at, and a tree can give them the comfort they need and get them through the night safely. Today we want to give you information on how to present a Hug a Tree, how to do the demos, and give the kids the survival skills they need to be found safely. This isn't difficult to do, and when we're done you're going to see a presentation of Hug a Tree so you can see how it all comes together. As a Hug a Tree presenter, you might be familiar to your kids already, a school teacher or scout leader. But if you're a guest, such as a search and rescue volunteer or a law enforcement officer, make sure you introduce yourself and explain what it is that you do. And if you're in law enforcement, weapons are a big distraction, so we ask that you would keep those secured in a safe location. But wear your uniform, and if you don't have a uniform, a Hug a Tree t-shirt is good to wear. This Hug a Tree program was started many years ago because a little 9-year-old boy, anybody in here 9? The first thing that you'll want to do is briefly describe the Hug a Tree program to the kids. Something along the lines of, "Hi kids, I'm here today to present a program called Hug a Tree. It's a program that teaches you what to do if you ever find that you're lost, whether you be in the wilderness, the mountains, or somewhere else." It's a story about a 9-year-old boy who got lost, and a big search was made for him, and unfortunately when they found him, he wasn't alive. So we want you to learn what to do in those situations so you can be safe. Then describe to him what they're going to see in the video. It's a story about 9-year-old Johnny who goes out, wanders off away from his family, panics a little bit at first, but then remembers the lessons he's been taught. And he hugs a tree, stays in one place, and because of that he is found quickly. Then also explain to him that once the video's done, you're going to ask them questions about what they've seen and learned, and then do some demonstrations to bring home the points that you want them to learn. Hey Eric.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, since you played Johnny in the video, I know you know what to do if you're lost, right?
Right. Don't panic, don't run, stay in one place, and hug a tree.
Great. You know, along with teaching children to stay in one place and being safe, there's several things we want them to carry with them at all times and know how to use. Eric, what are some of those things?
Well, a big trash bag for one.
The lawn and garden bag is a great thing to carry. It can help keep you warm, dry, they're light, and they're very easy to carry. And what else?
A whistle.
The whistles can be easily blown. They can be heard from long ways away, and rather than yelling and screaming and getting a hoarse voice, they take a lot less energy. And finally, Eric?
mirror?
Signal mirrors are important to have. They can flash a signal a long ways away to searchers on the ground or helicopters in the air. Do you remember one of the things that Hug a Rabbit said? What's one of the very important things when you're using a trash bag? Yeah.
Before you put it over your head, make a hole so you can't, so you have more air, and so you can.
You never ever put a bag on until you've put a hole in it for your face. Stress to the children, a trash bag is not a toy. They're never to put this on unless they're lost and need a little bit of shelter. And two, you never put it on without a hole being put in it first for the face so that you can breathe. Ready, Eric?
Yep.
Okay, we'll show you how to do it. First thing you want to do is turn the bag upside down so that the opening is pointing at the ground. The opening, the hole for the face, goes on the front side here, not at the top. So Eric, I'm going to ask you to move the bag up so the top of the bag is at the top of your head. Reach around with your finger and pinch your nose. Then pull the bag away from your face, keeping it pinched. Reach up inside the trash bag with your other hand, and with one finger you want to poke a hole in the trash bag where you've got it pinched. There you go. Now expand the hole a bit. Use your fingers and hand to make it a little bigger so it'll fit your face. You don't want to get it too big. And then once you got it the size you think is right, go ahead and slide it over your body. And if you need to make it a little bigger, just reach up inside the bag, stretch it out a little bit, and get it just right for your face. And pull it down and have a seat. There you go. You want to make sure that they cover their entire body. You want to keep their body heat in and the moisture out. Being wet, being cold are the two most dangerous things when you're out in the wilderness and lost. This, making sure their whole body's covered, tucked in around the feet to keep the body heat in, will keep them warm and dry. You warm and dry in there, Eric?
Yeah.
Hey, great job. I need two people to help me. At this point in the demonstration, you want to ask a couple of children to come up out of the audience. And you're going to have one do this with a bag that you've already prepared. And the second child, you want to walk through the demonstration just as we've done it. And have them poke the hole in it. Make sure it's stretched out properly for the face. Put it over. Make sure that they sit down and know that they should cover themselves completely. The kids will just start laughing like crazy on this, and they have a lot of fun with it. But again, you want to stress the safety factors on this. They're not toys. You need a hole in it before you put it over your body, and you're going to keep yourself warm and dry by using a trash bag.
I think I've got something here. Yeah, I've got a track.
The next demonstration we want to do is to make a footprint of the children's boot or shoe, whatever they're wearing. Having a good impression of the shoe that somebody's wearing when they're out hiking is just invaluable to searchers when we're trying to find track and know whether we're on the right individual's track or not. Simple to do. All you need is a towel and aluminum foil. Take a towel, place it on the ground, smooth out. You're going to want to get a print of both boots or both shoes. So you want to take a piece of foil that size-wise, depending on your subject, would be appropriate for that. Carefully lay it out on the towel, and then you're going to ask your subject to walk across with one foot, turn around and come back. So that way you get both of them. So Eric, do me a favor, walk across, leave a print with one foot. Very good. And then back with the other foot. There you go. What do you think? You got a perfect impression of the foot. What you can do if there's several people in the party is ask each one to put their name on the corner. Use a mark slot, add their name in the corner, leave it in a safe place at home. You don't want to fold these up. That ruins the footprint. But if you put their name in the top right corner, we know exactly what footprint we're going for what individual. You always want to carry a mirror with you. They're very good at signaling. Searchers on the ground can see them long distances. If a helicopter is up and searching, you can signal the helicopter with it. Most of the time, you're probably going to be doing the Hug-a-Tree program indoors, in which case you can't really reflect it. But you can show the mirror. You can explain how to use it. And the Hug-a-Tree video that the children have just watched shows the signal mirror being used. Whistles can be heard a long, long distance, and you want to make sure that the kids wear them around their neck on a lanyard so that they're easily accessible. Some will say also that you should use a whistle without a P in it. Cold weather with blowing in a little saliva, they tend to freeze and the whistle doesn't work as well. So that's something to give consideration to. But a whistle is much more effective than yelling. Yelling tires you out, and after a while you go hoarse and you just can't yell any longer.
Help! Help! Help!
Many times helicopters are used in searches. They can cover a much larger area than people can on foot, but they present some challenges. One of those is teaching the children to know what to do when they hear a helicopter coming. We want them to move out into an opening. And we want to teach them how to make themselves big. One of the things I do is a quick demonstration. Kids, which is easier to see, my hand this way or my hand this way? And I explain to them from the air, a helicopter searching is going to be looking and seeing the top of their head, which is like this. But if they can lay down on the ground, spread their arms and legs out, like making a snow angel, and we call that making yourself big. Another lesson we want the children to learn is to wear the proper clothing, to know that they should wear bright clothes as opposed to subdued clothing. So I'll ask them, when you're out hiking and camping, what would be better to wear? Something like what I'm wearing, this color, or something like this? Want to put that on for me, Eric? And to get the kids involved, I'll start pointing to kids in the audience and say, Johnny, what you're wearing, would that be appropriate? Or what about Susie? Is that better to wear? Pretty soon you got the kids jumping up and down. Am I dressed okay? And I'm dressed okay. And it's just a good time to really set in the lesson that we want them to wear light clothes. It's easier to be seen from the air. It's easier to be seen from searchers on the ground. And that's what we want them to remember. Now that you've learned these simple lessons and the reasons behind them, we'd like you to see how this all comes together. This next section of the video is an actual Hug-A-Tree presentation. You can see the elements as they fit together. Also on this DVD is a list of frequently asked questions from children with their answers so you know how to respond appropriately. A syllabus, a written document that explains what we've taught you here today. A presenter's record so you can keep track of all the Hug-A-Trees that you do. And an activity booklet. Make sure you print it out, make enough copies for the kids, take it with them. They really enjoy playing with it. Again, thank you for making the decision to become a Hug-A-Tree presenter. Make sure you interact with the kids, draw them out. You'll have a great time, and the kids are going to learn. Thanks for watching, and be safe. Thanks. My name is Greg. I do a couple of things, but one of the things that I do is I'm a volunteer with the Sheriff's Department and the Search and Rescue Team. And my partners back there, Bill, John, and Carlos, our job is to go out and find people that get lost in the mountains. You guys like to go camping? Anybody like to go camping? Picnics? That's a little far away from where we work. It does, huh? Who likes to go to Disneyland? Ooh. Anybody ever gotten lost at Disneyland? Didn't know where your parents were? Yeah? It's not any fun, is it? Okay, listen up. When you go someplace that's fun, whether it be camping or Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm, you can have a lot of fun there. But when somebody gets lost, it can be pretty scary, especially if you don't know what to do. And what we want to share with you this morning is a program that's called Hug-A-Tree. This Hug-A-Tree program was started many years ago because a little 9-year-old boy Anybody in here 9? No. Okay. Okay. Little boy your age was on a camping trip with his family, wandered away, and got lost. He got really scared and he didn't know what to do. Fortunately, this program is a story about how he got lost, what he can do to stay safe, and what he can do to make himself be found more easily. So we're going to show you this video. I want you to pay close attention because I'm going to ask you a few questions at the end of it, okay?
Hi there, I'm Bubba Rabbit, and I live here in the forest. I see all kinds of... And remember, hug a tree!
Okay, what do you remember from this video? What did Johnny do wrong? What were some of the things he did wrong?
Didn't he tell his parents which direction he was going?
That's right, he didn't tell him where he was going, huh?
He was running.
He was running. That's one of the worst things you can do. You get a little scared and panicky, you start to run, you get more lost, huh?
Like he said. He didn't bring a whistle.
He didn't bring a whistle. That's very important. Every time you go out hiking or camping, you want to bring a whistle with you. Yeah.
And he didn't bring a mirror either.
Right? Didn't have a mirror?
Didn't bring an SOS or...
Yeah. You know what SOS stands for?
Save our souls.
That's good. Originally, it stood for Save Our Ship. It was an old distress signal for sailors. But SOS, it just means help.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that Johnny did right? What did he do that was right?
Bring a trash bag.
Brought a trash bag. If you bring a trash bag and you use it properly, you won't need to have a fire. You'll be nice and warm. What else did Johnny do right?
Hug the tree.
He hugged a tree. Very good. Yeah, right there.
Stay calm.
He panicked a little bit at first, didn't he? And then he finally calmed down. He quit running. Exactly. I need 2 people to help me. Let's see. You're Megan?
Yeah.
And you're?
Alexander.
Alexander. Okay. Somebody said one of the good things that John did was to take a trash bag with him, right?
Yeah.
And you always want to take a trash bag with you whenever you go camping or on a picnic. Now, do you remember one of the things that Hug a Rabbit said? What's one of the very important things when you're using a trash bag? Yeah.
Before you put it over your head, make a hole so you can't, so you have more air and so you can't.
You never, ever put a bag on until you've put a hole in it for your face. Okay?
Because you could suffocate.
Can you put this on?
Why?
Okay, put your hands down to your side. Okay? Now, step forward a little bit. Have a seat. There you go. And you want to make sure that you tuck the plastic bag down around you. That helps keep the heat in. And you can sit like this and look out. But again, never ever do it without the hole for your face. You sit there, be nice and warm, Megan. And Alexander, you're going to help show us how to prepare the bag. Do you remember what you're supposed to do? Okay. What did Johnny do first?
Take the bag out.
Got the bag out, turned it upside down, and then what? Okay, now before you poke the hole, what did he do? If you hold it out, you want to pinch the bag about where your nose is going to be. So hold it up to your face. Okay, like there. Reach around and pinch your nose.
Wow.
Okay, now hold on to the bag. Okay, and with your other hand, reach inside the bag and go up to where your fingers are pinched, and that's where you want to poke the hole. Okay, once you get the hole, use your fingers to spread it open a little bit. Good. And then put it on. There you go. And have a seat. Okay. Tuck it down around you. There you go. Now what you can do if you're in a Cub Scout group or a Brownie group, It's kind of fun to take the bag out and decorate it first and make it your own personal bag. Okay? Thanks, guys. Okay, who's got a pair of shoes like this? I see a lot of tennis shoes. Anybody got this kind of shoe? Slippers? No. Okay, we'll try yours. And you? Yep. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary? Okay.
And Evan.
Okay. Yep, you. Okay. One of the things that we train and practice on is looking for footprints, just like they showed in the video. If we can find footprints and have a pretty good idea that it's your footprint, we can track and follow where you went and find you. One of the things that you can do before you go out to help, and just in case you get lost, is to leave a picture, so to speak, of your footprint so we know what to look for. So if you take just a little piece of foil, put it down. I've got a towel here. Okay, just a second. What I want you to do is just step on the foil and walk right across. Okay? Walk across. And there's her footprint. And you write your name on it, and you leave it on the counter at home. And if for some reason you get lost, you could bring it to John or Dave or Bill or Carlos and say, this is what my daughter or my son was wearing. And we would know what to look for. Okay? Now that's a tennis shoe. There you go. You've got some sandals on. You've got sort of a wavy pattern on the bottom. You do that. Just walk right across the foil. Okay, I need help from that teacher. Tell me who is the noisiest student you've got. What's your name? What? Stuart? Okay, Stuart, you stand right there. And I need the quietest. Who's your quietest student? What's your name? Jason. Okay. We mentioned that you never want to go out camping, picnicking, hiking without a whistle. There's a very good reason for it. Whistles are very loud, and you can blow a whistle for a long, long time without getting tired. If you try and yell and use your voice, your throat's going to get sore, you're going to get hoarse, and you're not going to be able to be heard very long. So, Stuart, what I want you to do is stand up here, and when I tell you to, as loud as you can, I want you to yell help 3 times. Can you do that? Okay? 3 times. Yell help. Ready? Go. Okay. You guys could hear that in the room here, but I guarantee you somebody in the middle of the parking lot out there would not have heard that. Okay? He's got a pretty loud voice, but after 5 minutes of that, you're going to be worn out and not be able to do it. Brand new clean whistle, never been blown on. This is for you. What I want you to do is when I tell you to, just like in the video, I want you to blow that hard 3 times. Okay, you ready? Go. Okay? You see the difference? That whistle can be heard a long way away. He could do that every minute, every 30 seconds, and just do that all afternoon and evening. We would hear it from quite a ways away and be able to find him, and he wouldn't get nearly as tired as old loudmouth here. Thanks, guys. Have a seat. Just one, yeah. Okay. The other thing you want to make sure you have with you all the time is a mirror. This is a signal mirror. You can even use a DVD. It's nice and shiny, reflects light. And remember in the video, Johnny was reflecting the light. It could be seen a long ways away. You can flash the light up at a helicopter or searchers on the ground. Really important you have something shiny to reflect light with. You remember when the helicopter was searching for Johnny? And the helicopter pilot told him a couple things he could do. What did he tell him to do?
Spread out.
Okay, what did he call that? Remember what he called that?
Make
yourself big. Exactly. When you're way up there in a helicopter looking down, you see the top of somebody's head. It's like this. But if you lay down and spread out, just like you saw in the video, it's big and wide. What about clothes? What should you wear? Can I wear this? No? What do I want to wear? Red? Orange?
Yellow.
Red shorts? Pink? Anything bright, huh? Okay, so when you go out camping and hiking, what are you going to do?
Stay in the same place.
If you find yourself lost, you want to stay in one place and do what?
Hug a tree.
What?
Hug a tree.
All right. Thank you, guys. You guys be safe. You're welcome.